I am about to do a Pisces reading. This is what happens. Anytime I'm tapping into my moon in Pisces natally, I get real like I want to escape. I want to smoke. I want to sleep. I want to read. I kind of just want to just chill out, right? And that energy started to emerge as I was getting ready for your reading, and I had to have a debate with myself. One more reading, or just do Leo energy later, okay? Then I was getting like an energy of like me being, I was envisioning myself for some reason in like a courthouse, right? A courthouse, in like a negotiator room, right? And it was like people were coming to me with their problems or something like that. And I was starting to get like angry. And again, this is all happening in my mind as I was like getting ready for your reading, Leo. And it was like I was starting to get angry, but then I also was like I was thinking like, okay, if you get, it was like I was using my emotions as a way to judge the situation for some reason, right? So it was like, okay, if you get angry, then maybe you need to look to see if there's something going on within you that this is like, if this is this triggering you, or is this person just being annoying and demanding as fuck? It was like an energy like trying to, and then the fact that I would tap into Pisces energy to kind of discern this, that was giving me like a spiritual vibe here. So it's like I do feel like, okay, I feel like with you, Leo, I feel like people are mad, or this is what's going on in the 5th house, and I are okay. It's download, sorry, y'all. I feel like what's going on in the 5th house, or what's going on with people's egos and this and that, it's just like I feel like you're using like your emotions to like discern a situation, but it's not like people use their emotions all the time and they're wrong, right? I feel like yours is more like you're tapping in a like in a spiritual sense to be able to like, are you, it's like you're checking yourself, like you check your ego. Like I'm getting a, yeah, that makes sense, Leo, because Leo can't see itself. I feel like you can. So I feel like people are mad that you're self-aware. I feel like people are mad that you are self-aware because like I told you, I was feeling Pisces energy like, damn, I want to go to sleep right now. Like I want to chill out. Like, nah, maybe we should just do one more and then, you know, go ahead and do what you want to do. It's like I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like you have the ability to see yourself. All right. Like it's like a, and I guess that's like an Aquarius thing here. So I feel like people are mad that you have you have like Aquarius abilities. Like you're able to detach yourself from situations to make sound decisions or to kind of see a situation for what it is. Like a lot of people, you know, the sun can't see itself, right? So if people are highly in their ego, all right, they can't, it's like that's why you have people who argue, and it's like nobody, they can't just sit there and be like, okay, let's agree to disagree. There's a lack of self-awareness. Like usually when you agree to disagree, you have an understanding of yourself, like, and you accept it. So I accept that you have this view, I accept I have my own view, and there's a respect, a mutual respect there. So let's agree to disagree. Most people can't do that. They will fight to the death. They will argue, they will be mad, they'll try to get revenge, all because they refuse to have an acceptance that another person has their own ideas, has their own ideologies, and they accept that you have your own. It's giving me that vibe where you have people who rather kind of go at it like this, obviously indicating a lack of boundaries, a lack of respect. That's how I'm feeling, like they're mad, okay? And I'm still getting like a mirroring energy, or people thinking that they are your equal or your mirror, but there's always, I'm sensing like a higher energy though. So it's like, and I felt that energy in Geminis. It's like people thinking that they're on the same wavelength, or y'all have the same mind, or y'all think the same, but it's like they're getting mad because you outdo them. It's like you go another level here. So it's like, this is what I'm getting here. It's like people are mad you're on another level, and that came out in Cancer's reading, or maybe Gemini. Is like people were mad that they're not on your level. I think it was Cancer here, because it's just like this is what it is. It's like I'm getting like another energy, like it's like a higher, I don't know how to explain it. It's just something about you here that sets you apart. There's something about you that sets you apart. And it makes fucking sense, because today I was at work and An Aquarius came in. She had a lot of Aquarius energy. Granted, it was on her Western chart, but I know she was evolving into this Aquarius because I talked to her and I'm just nice like that. So she was evolving into this Aquarian energy. And it's like I was pulling cards on her, and I was having a hard time doing it. And that's the only, and I have a lot of Aquarius placements myself, starting with Saturn in Aquarius in the 5th house of Leo, and then my IC's in Aquarius. So it's like a lot of people misunderstand me, and when I'm around Aquarius energy, I misunderstand them. So it's like it mirrors back to me what's going on. So I was like, okay, yeah, you gotta have a, when she said Aquarius, I was like, yeah, that makes sense because I'm having a hard time understanding you. I'm having a very hard time reading your energy right now, and that makes sense. So with you, Leo, the opposite, Aquarius is your opposite. I'm definitely getting that. It's like people think, or you may look like people. Like you may look like people. Oh my gosh. And then there's like an Aquarius difference there. Like there is a very profound difference is what I'm getting. So example. Yeah, that's what it is. So example, I'll use me as an example. This is like me being a black girl. I wear laces and I wear makeup sometimes, y'all be seeing me, right? This is like people seeing me that way, I gained a little bit of weight, all right, but I look pretty all right I think I look okay. And this is like people looking at me like, okay, look at Kristen, like I'm just another black girl. I might pop my gum, I might roll my neck, I might be ratchet, la 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 la. It's like people make up, like they see what they want to see, Leo energy. Until I open my mouth, until I start speaking, they're like, oh, you are a little different. This is the energy I'm getting. And I know the fact that I would mention that until I start speaking, and Gemini energy literally had motherfuckers are mad, you are too smart. It's like a vibe, and then they felt like they were on the same page as you, and then it's like you just proved that to them that you're on another level. It's like I feel like you look like everyone, or you look like common folk, like I feel like you, or this is people stereotyping you here, and it's like they're mad because they're stereotypes, and this is also projections. It's like them, it's like you're unrelatable. You're coming off that way because it's like you look the part, but you're not what people think you are. And that's been a life problem my whole life, especially with my midheaven and Leo. It's not about me. I'm just saying in general. It's just people see what they want to see, and it's like the moment what sets you apart is what you think, or how you think and how you speak and articulate. I feel like there's another, it's like just when someone thinks that they got you figured out, or they stereotyped you, or they think you're just like them, or you're like a certain type, boop, it's like something else comes up out of nowhere, and it just and I feel like that's why people are mad, because usually the sun attracts other people who are in their ego, the sun and the sun, and that's why they be fighting and this and that for power and control. All right, so they don't see each other. That's why they can't come to a mutual understanding. Like, you know what? I accept you as an individual, Aquarius energy. Nah, they don't do that. It's literally like, I'm going to fight you to the death until you bend to my will, to bend to my ego, bend to what I want, right? There's no acceptance and there's no understanding there. It's literally force, which is masculine energy. But Aquarius energy is opposite to that. So it's like, people can't see other people, right? It's like they project. It's like people think that other people are extensions of them, so they don't respect them. They try to make other people bend to their will because they feel like that other person is their extension. That's narcissism, right? With you though, it's like they thought that you would bend to their will because they thought you were the same until you did something. And they're just like, oh, you're different. And that's what's making them mad. Because you're not going toe to toe with them. You have that understanding. Like, I know you're different. I'm different. I don't care what you do. That's where the indifference comes in with Aquarius energy. Most people can't understand that. They can't understand it because they're used to going like this with people. And you are just like, nah. So it's like they're going like this to you and your hand is down. So it's like they're mad at air, basically, literally. Like, they're mad at you. You won't bend to their will. They're mad that, like, however other people reacted, bending to you don't. and won't. And this is why they're mad, man. It's like them trying to force you into a, yeah. Yeah, you ain't with the fuck shit, and that's why they're mad. Wow. Yep, you don't need validation. You ain't with the fuck shit. You don't need validation, and you won't accept their apology, and that's why they're mad. Validation is everything to do with Leo. Nothing to do with Aquarius. Somebody has baby daddy issues, or they have issues, refer back to Aries. Like somebody got 99 problems and the biggest one is you. Something about daddy. I keep getting daddy, okay? Energy. So masculine energy. There's something about that. And I mean, I know Leo's masculine. I know this. But something else, because I was saying something, I got child support in, I think it was Cancer's reading, and it was attached to the devil. So child support, Capricorn, it's like a debt. They have masculine issues, or they, yeah, it's like people, and then, yeah, Leo energy is masculine. So you got a lot of people who think that they are like grandiose. They have masculine issues. This is like an energy where you have some men who are fully comfortable wearing color pink because they're not attached to societal's thoughts about men wearing pink. Then you have those who will, it's like actively avoid pink because they adhere to societal's rules about what it means for a man to wear pink. It's kind of giving me that vibe where you have someone, it's like they thought they were masculine until a real masculine energy came through. And a real masculine energy you don't have nothing to prove. Like I can wear pink and it doesn't affect my identity. It doesn't hurt my ego. I can wear pink because I know who I am. You have people who will avoid wearing pink because they don't know who they are, and it's due to their ego. Like they don't know who they are, and so any type of triggering, it's like it's literally that vibe here. It's like that macho man that looks tough as fuck. And then you have another man that comes in that's calm, cool, and collected, and it's like that macho man's trying to bully that calm, cool, and collected man, only for that calm, collected man to prove to the macho man you ain't as tough as you appear to be. This is that energy. You ain't who you really appear to be. And Aquarius, which is the opposite of Leo, is very masculine. One is it's more of like a child masculinity, like, you know, and then the other is a mature type of a masculine energy. I'm definitely just getting a vibe here where it's like your indifference is showing people who they are. So it is giving me some type of mirroring effect here. And the fact that you don't argue, the fact that you ain't going toe to toe, the fact that you don't feel the need to prove you're macho, this is why people are mad. It's like a silent killing type of vibe here. You ain't with the fuck shit. You don't need validation, and you don't accept apologies. But this is like a very calm. I'm not catering to your ego. I don't care. I don't care if you throw a temper tantrum. I don't care if you try to get my attention in a childish way. I'm not about to sit here and prove a point with you. I'm not having ego wars. I'm not having dick wars. I'm not having vagina wars with you. I'm not sitting here trying to, I don't care. And that's why they're mad, because you don't care. Exactly, the Emperor reverse with the Fool card. You don't care to what these people think that they are. You're not adhering to it. You ain't working together with it. And that is why they're mad, because you have Hermit energy with the Fool card. You have Hermit energy with the Fool card. And would you look at that at the center? The Hierophant. So with that energy and that energy alone, you do not get confused, all right, on who to serve and who's important and who's not here. Because if you think about it, the King of Pentacles is Taurus energy, but the Hierophant is Taurus energy. Who do you adhere to? The original? Or how someone feels that they are? Because a lot of people think they're a King of Pentacles. A lot of people think that they're a boss, emperor. That doesn't mean that they are. But this is what it is. This is. I am. That's it. I am. God don't prove nothing to nobody. You either believe or you don't. The King of Pentacles has everything to prove. You're not playing with people's how they feel they are. That's what this is. Like I said, people feel like they're a boss. People feel like they got money. People feel like they are in charge. People feel like, you know, that, like, that's the ego though. People, this is how they feel. That don't mean that's who they are though. Queen of Swords is coming out, and this is why they're mad. All right, like, you are not led by how something appears. The wand is something you see. You have internal justice here. This is about being balanced within. That's Aquarius energy. Why do you think Aquarius is the highest air sign energy of all intellect? Like, it don't get higher than that. And that's why you see a lot of eagles in Aquarius or King of Swords energy, because eagles are able to fly the closest to the sun. And if you, in spiritual terms, the Ace of Swords is the sun. That's the true, authentic energy, not ego. That's why they say eagles that's why they're the most intelligent bird. They can fly the highest, but they also can fly the closest to the sun. The sun truly is meant to be the Ace of Swords. The truth. Not ego. That's an abuse of energy, abuse of power. So you got people who are fucking mad because you don't need validation. You have people who are mad that they cannot break your will. You have people mad that you do not uphold, you do not collaborate and celebrate how they think they are, how they feel that they are. I'm not You can think all day, you can fantasize all day, because that's what this is, baby. You're fantasizing. They're gonna have to stay mad because you simply don't give a fuck. That's how I know this is Aquarius energy in this bitty city. And I'm also getting energy why they're mad because they refuse to see you how you are. They refuse to accept, but that's because they can't accept themselves. And that's why they're mad, because you won't accept apologies, because they can't even accept who they are. So any apology or anything that they say out of their mouth is a lie. It's all ego to manipulate you to bend to their fucking will. Fuck that. I said no, and that's why they're mad. Like, I'm not arguing with you. Ain't no call of the truce. Ain't none of that. Like, I don't care. If you think you the king of Zamunda, then you be the king of Zamunda in your own fantasy land, but I'm not going to treat you like a king of Zamunda, because I don't see you as a king of Zamunda. I don't see it, nor do I respect it, but I'm going to let you do you, boo-boo. And that's why they're mad. You ain't with the fuck shit means you ain't entertaining fuck shit. That don't mean you have to pop off at every... No, that just means I'm not with your fuckery. So I'm not even going to look at thee. I hear and see no evil energy. Like, it's like somebody wants you to be and show out. They want you to show force. They want to get you out of character so bad so they can prove to other people that you are just like them and you're not. And that's why they're mad. You got people who want you to argue with them so they can prove that you're just like them. You got people who want you to know. And because they can't accept themselves, they can't accept you. And that's why they're mad, because that shit's getting exposed. And that was also an energy that was going on in the 4th house here as well. But clearly that energy is seeping over into Leo energy. I'm also getting Scorpio here as well. So this is kind of giving me like a Scorpio in the 5th. Yeah, sun, somebody y'all in Vedic astrology. I don't give a fuck about your Western chart. I don't want to hear it. I'm talking about Vedic astrology. Some of you may have your Draconian chart. You have a sun in Scorpio. Look at your Draco chart, Vedic astrology, or look at your Vedic astrology chart. I'm getting Scorpio in the 5th house, or the sun in Scorpio, or Leo in the 8th house. I'm kind of getting that energy here. This is why the motherfucker is mad, and it makes sense because Aries energy had the death card, I believe, coming out in you deaded situation. So yeah, you're already on the path of Scorpio. You're already on the path of transformation, and this is why these people are fucking mad, because it's like they're trying. And that's why I did a reading the other day where I was saying how you got people who are going to be trying to bring you out of character by way of words. Okay, and again, you are coming out as King of Swords energy, and so you're going to take the high road. You're going to take an approach. You're going to take approach. No, you're going to take a mature approach. You're going to take a detached approach. If you, that's what you're doing, that's what you want. Okay, I don't care, and that's the vibe I'm getting, and that's why people are fucking mad, because you're not validating their ego, in lieu of them trying to validate yours. Like there's a disconnect. And it makes sense because someone else's reading had the Page of Swords reversed with the King of Swords upright. And that King of Swords upright was for chosen energy. And these people couldn't connect to the King of Swords energy. This is why they're mad. Their ego is so low. They're vibing so low. They can't connect to a higher source. So the shit that you're speaking, Judge Judy energy, they thought you were the same until you opened your mouth. They thought you would do what everybody else did until you didn't. This is like a masculine. It is in all areas of life, but this is like a masculine coming around thinking that just because they had every other bitty city bend into their will, going through trials and tribulations, competing, and volunteering themselves as tribute on the flavor of love cast show. They felt like, yeah, this is them used to women doing all of this, hype as hell, like doing any and everything to get them, and then they come in contact with you, and you looking at it like, oh, you got biddies? I'm gonna leave you to that. Enjoy. I'm good, love. Enjoy. You just go. They're mad because you ain't argued. They're mad you ain't put up a fight. They're mad you ain't trying to prove yourself. They're mad. It's like people trying to make you prove yourself and you don't do it. And that's why they're mad, yo. They're mad. They want you to prove themselves. And like I said in Aries, why are they mad? They ain't stopping shit. The whole point of them trying to get you to prove yourself to them is not to, one, get validation, and two, so that they can distract you from doing what the fuck. You don't need no clearance. You don't need nobody to get. It's like, and that's another thing I was picking up on too. It's like people with spirituality, you don't have to get initiated by another human to connect with your ancestors. Like, you don't have to connect with a human to get access to your orishas. You don't have to connect with a human to get access to your bloodline. This is that type of energy. Realizing that you don't have to do nothing by somebody else to validate you for them to clear the path for you. Bitch, goodbye. I'm gonna clear this path on my own. I'm gonna create the path on my own. I don't need you to create. What? I don't need you to get initiated to have access to my guides. I don't need you to do what the fuck I don't need your permission. This is why someone is mad. I don't need your apology to move on with my life. I don't need you to fuck with me for me to fuck with myself. I don't need your validation to validate myself. Fuck you. And that's why they're mad. How dare you look like us? How dare you not do what everyone else is doing? Bitch. Goodbye. And that's why they're mad. Fuck. I don't need your likes. I don't need your comments. I don't need your nothing for me to keep doing what I'm doing, because I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I know I'm chosen to do this. I don't need you telling me, oh, Kristen, you're right. Bitch, I knew I was right. Hence is why I posted the video in the first place. Get the fuck out of here. And that's how you, listen, that's why they're mad. All right. And then they're mad because you know this already and you don't have to tell them. It's like an energy where people be trying to attack me in the comments. And it's like, I don't even read it. I can just feel that the energy is off. I can feel that the comment is off. And I just delete it. I don't even read the shit. I don't know how that is done. Like, how do you know it's a negative comment if you don't read it? I just can feel it. I promise you, if y'all saw me in broad daylight, like, I could just, Oh, nah. Delete. I don't even read the shit. It's like people leaving comments or having side remarks and talking shit and being childish as hell, and they think you're gonna address every single fucking thing, and you're not. Do you? I don't care. It's like energy's trying to get your attention at all costs because they think that you are just like them, or they're gonna be the ones to break you. And it's still Deontay Wilder vibes. Like, I'm not responding to you. I'm not. If you don't understand the video I posted, that's it then. I'm not going above and beyond to get you to understand some shit. If you don't like the content I produce and put out, I'm not deleting it I don't care. I don't need you in the comments telling me, oh, Kristen, you are right. But I don't give a fuck about none of that. This is that type of energy. I don't don't care. And that's why these people are mad. And I'm just using me as an example real quick. I gotta vent real quick because I feel you. These people got baby daddy issues, 99 problems, and the biggest one is you. And they want to be your biggest problem. And that's why they're mad, because they're not. They are a non-motherfucking factor, bitch. It's like you're their problem, so they gotta try to be your problem so y'all can be on equal playing fields, and they're not. baby, y'all on the other side of the track. Just like this train. You got one person over here and you're on the whole other side. Like, fuck, I look like arguing what? I already won first place. I already won the race. The fuck? I've already changed. I'm not the same person. Like, you should have did this shit when I care. You don't care. And that's why they're mad. I can keep going in this energy because it feels great. All right, it feels great. Something about what is that? Frosted Flakes. I'm seeing that. Somebody eating Frosted Flakes, or something about tigers. It just feels so good in this energy, how freeing and relaxing it is, because you don't give a fuck about... Oh, damn. Somebody's mad the sex is weak and you told them. So I don't know. I keep getting that dig and the vagina thing. Like, so I don't know, man. It's just an energy where someone felt like their sex was going to have a hold on you, or you are just kind of breaking down the I don't know why I wanted to say anatomy, but I just feel like you're breaking down. Like, you're not swayed by sex, and that's what they are, especially with this Libra energy here. This is kind of what rules them here. Especially, yeah, that makes sense, because the Emperor is in the reverse, and you got people trying to be in Three of Pentacles with this energy here. So it's just kind of like you're telling these people that they're weak. Like, the shit that they care about, the things that it's weak fucking sauce. Relationships is really based on sex here. Venus and Mars. It's just kind of like you're looking at it like, yo, the whole thing, just you're weak. That's it. That's just how you feel about it, and that's just what it is, man. You said it. You said what you had to say, and that's it. And they're mad. Like, I just feel like you out here saying what needs to be said or doing what needs to be done, and that's it. You're dropping the mic as soon as you're done. You're not looking back. You don't care how anyone feels about it. You're not checking in to see you're not doing anything. You're not checking to see if someone's copying you. It's literally just you on this here. It's just you. It is just you. All right. Your peace of mind and your Judge Judy and discernment ability that was gifted to you from the Most High. You're fucking good. Like, I could keep it. It feels so good to be here. Like, I just feel like you're approaching fifth house energies differently. Like, you're not getting caught up in the rapture of fuck shit. It's like, I'm gonna just use my fifth house energy to create some shit here by my lonesome. I'm not worried about so it looks like this full moon in Virgo did something good for you today. Yeah, somebody's mad you're not pressed. And somebody's also mad they got to live check to check here. Also, someone's mad you don't want no new fucking friends, okay? And the sex is weak, or what? It has them under control. It's just it's kind of giving me, since it's Leo, it's like these people, it's like you're telling people the sex is weak. You told them. It's like you're telling people that they have a weak will, that they will fall for anything, and that they're superficial, and that, you know, they're in their ego. It's like you're telling them all of these things, and you're coming at masculine energies that feminine energies exude, even masculine here. You're telling them that your shit is weak. Like, everything, your whole life is basically what this is. They got to live check to check. So that's also what happens in Leo energy when you're trying to prove a point and you got to prove it's like you're constantly going to be broke, like, because there's so many people in the world, you're going to constantly be competing, like you're gonna have to live check to check energetically. If money is energy, it's like these people are weak because they keep trying to compete because they're pressed, and you're not, like. Yeah, we're done. Yep, you always know when a motherfucker is lying, and that's because you have Queen of Swords energy, man. So it's just, you don't get finesse, bamboozle, Five of Swords. None of these things occur to you because you always know. And you know because you have the Hierophant here with the Hermit. Not only do you know yourself, and yourself is the key to God. Like, why do you think? It doesn't even matter. Some of y'all ain't gonna be able to hold the concept, so I'm not even gonna go there. It's just interesting how people get locked up, especially like the greats. I'll just use Malcolm X for example, but that's like, you get locked up, you were living a life of sin, or you were living a life that consisted of Five of Swords, wasn't going nowhere, Eight of Wands reversed, off of how you felt. You felt like you was something that you weren't here. Then you wanted other people to kind of, and that makes sense too, because it's like, well, how someone feels the moon with the King of Pentacles. If somebody doesn't work together with this, how they feel, or their illusion, or they feel powerless with the Emperor in the reverse. You know, that's crazy how I'm seeing this. So it's like people who act like they feel like they are this energy, but when you don't collaborate with how they feel that they are, why is it that they get Emperor in the reverse? It's like they lose fucking control. Like they lose their identity of who they thought they were. But why is it that when people get locked up, especially like the greats, right? They were living a life like this, all right? They get locked up, which is an institution, Pisces energy. They're alone, and why is it that they come out with they're either Muslim or That's because in that solitude, they were able to get one. They had nothing else to do, and they were able to look within themselves. They had no choice. They had no choice but to look within themselves, all right? Like, and then it's like they found God when they were by themselves. Why do you think that type of shit happens? This is why they're mad. Because you actually went through Pisces energy. You actually died to the ego. You actually locked up the ego. Like, it's like you had, whether you went to jail for real or not. All right. Like for me, I've been to jail before. Like when I was trying to get out of my abusive marriage, like, and at that moment, I literally had a rebirth. Like, I remember being in that jail cell, like, you know what? You right, God, you got it. You fucking got it. Get me out of here. And I like, I surrender it all. Get me out of here. And that's exactly what happened. And here we are today. These people do everything in their power to avoid that because they need people on the outside to cater to what they feel. But that's not necessarily who you are. And a lot of times people get feelings and their ego mixed up. So what I say about their feelings, the moon, that's really who people are. But you have people who use their ego to fuel their moon when their moon is supposed to fuel their ego. But it's a lie. And I just, again, I'm about to tap into Aquarius energy with a whole higher perspective. But I don't even think this is the right energy or the right house to do all that up in there, okay? Maybe in Scorpio's energy, I might go into depth with it. But this is essentially why you have people who are fucking mad here, because you have a higher understanding. You have a higher power. You have it's giving Aquarius vibes here. And they're stuck in their ego. They're stuck trying to prove a point. And it's like they keep hitting walls and they want to attract other people to hit the wall with them. And you're just showing them like, yo, you're hitting a wall. You do see that, right? And it's like they're mad because you're pointing out that there's a fucking wall that they keep hitting. And so you're just like, you know what? I'm going to let you keep hitting that wall. I'm good, love, and joy. And that's why they're mad. Period.